Okay, RPG rules power reference number 6, the PowerMoveTo. So these are melee attacks that move you towards the target automatically. Let's make a PowerMoveTo there, and let's drop it into Miss Amazing. PowerMoveTo, oops, goes in that slot there. So, yeah, they have all the same settings as any other power. Let's make this one do 2 to 12 damage. Type crushing. It'll just do a punch effect. We'll have a spang when we hit the character, hit the target, and we'll get an activate effect of a trail, generic trail effect coming from our pelvis. So you just go like a trail behind the character as they use it. The move to settings here, we've got a move animation. Generally you want to set that as sprint, leap or fly. And we'll do sprint for now. We've got a close to target speed. We'll move at 20 meters per second to get to the target. Move to mode lunge. Let's see how that works. So this is the sort of default lunge power, so we can whenever we want. Want to go and attack that guy down there. Got out of range, got out of line of sight, and we can keep chasing him as he tries to run away. If you get close up enough to the target, it just becomes a standard melee attack where you don't do the sprint bit, but you just deliver the punch. If you don't have a target, it just becomes a dash, like this. And that's controlled by the dash time there. So we have a dash time of 1 second, we're moving at 20 units, we'll move 20 units every time we dash, which will make it very hard for the throw robot to catch us out. I speak too soon. Yeah, so that's the basics of a lunge attack there. We can add a charge per distance. Say we decide we're going to add a 5% charge for every meter we cover, so we'll go from 0 to 100%. That will then scale our damage as if it were a charge attack. So close up we'll do 2 damage, but if we get a good run up we'll do 12 damage now. Good for, you know, an attack which is meant to happen because of sort of extreme momentum. So here, yep, we do a small amount of damage, even less when we're totally up close. But say if we target this gun robot here, get to the absolute maximum range we can do this from. Boom. We do 11 damage that way. Do our full damage there. So yeah, that'll set the charge as if you the charge value on the character as if you're doing a charge up attack, but it'll be based on distance instead. That means you can then put effects in here which only go off if the charge is above a certain level. You know, you have to get a run up to knock everyone back or something like that. Okay, let's have a look at what else we can do with move tos. We've got different modes here. We've got move through, and that means that we do damage to everyone who we hit in a straight line in front of us, but we also take a bit of damage ourselves. We automatically knock back anything we hit, unless they're really heavy, in which case we get knocked back ourselves. Boom. So it knocks that robot over automatically. If we follow this guy, because he'll line up with his buddy there in a minute. Yeah, we can do this. Boom. Knock back everything as we go in a straight line. Yeah, this'll work better. Swing the camera around. Boom. And you don't need to target any of them to do that knockback. You can just point yourself and go. If you try to run into anything too heavy, that earth wall should have done the trick. You'll actually bounce back and get knocked back. Wait a minute, we need to do that to throwables. So let's oh, she's got quite a high strength, I think. That's why she's not getting knocked back. But yeah, you have to be careful with move-throughs. They're sort of a trade-off. You do damage, but you take damage yourself. And the third mode we have is teleport. I'll take that charge, put it and set it back to 0, so it doesn't count. And the teleport attack will basically teleport you straight away behind the target character. So, with a little bit of variation, so if you keep doing it, you basically end up teleporting around them and hitting them from random directions. A teleport without a target will just send you straight forwards. Now, notice I can't teleport through these crates. That's because penetration is set to none. If we set penetration so I can teleport through fences or walls, let's set it to walls, that will allow me to teleport through solid objects that are in my way. Because those crates are on the walls there. Here we go. Whoop, and we appear out the other side. Rule for all level designers: don't make the boundary walls of your level on the walls there, or teleporters are able to disappear right out of the level and end up falling. I've had that happen to me. It's not great. Yep. Teleport ones, we've got teleport in and out effects, so let's put some in there. We'll have the burst in effects and particles coalesce on me, and the burst out effects when we arrive, and we'll make them pink psionic. And let's see how they look. So these are in addition to all the usual power effects. So teleporting will now a little bit hard to see the burst in, I think that's happening a bit too quick there. But yeah, we've got, you know, extra visual effects to help give the sense we're teleporting now. And yeah, you probably want to choose a better animation than kick for that. I'd got that as the move animation, kick left there. Yep, maybe area. Yeah, that's right. If you make it a teleport power, you can't use the run, leap or fly ones. Okay, so that's everything there with move to. So the last thing I want to have a look at is we'll set this back to a lunge, so the teleport settings all go away. And we can make this power, instead of attacking enemies, we can make it self-only. And that means that even if you have an enemy selected, it just becomes a dash. If you don't have an enemy selected, it's just a dash in a straight line forwards. Yeah, the area effect looks a bit weird there. The area animation, rather. Yep, so that's how to set up a power that's purely a dash. You know, where you don't want it to ever be used as an attack. It's just to make it self-only. And then you just dash forwards, whether you've got a target selected or not. Yeah, so there are all the options for power move tos. They're powers that basically act like a melee attack, but get you into range before you get you into range automatically, move your character for you. AIs can use them as well. They're all set up to do that. It can be good to give melee AI characters a lunge so they can jump up and attack flyers, for example. Possible one that knocks flyers out of the air by knocking them back.